We often speak about talent as if it were a rare inheritance, something a few people simply have from the beginning. But what we call talent is almost never innate. It is a sensitivity that has been sharpened by attention, care, and return. Curiosity is the seed of every long-term craft. Not passion, not confidence, not even discipline in the strict sense, but the quiet pull towards something you cannot quite explain. Something you keep circling back to, even when life shifts, even when your interests expand or collapse for a while. When you follow that pull, the skill deepens. And as it deepens, it becomes easier to stay with it. Curiosity reinforces itself when rewarded with small progress. Progress invites more curiosity. Over time, this forms a feedback loop, a self-sustaining rhythm of learning. This is why people appear naturally gifted, not because they began ahead, but because they continued where others stopped. And because they continued, something subtle happens. Their curiosity starts to reach outward. It begins to pull in related skills, adjacent tools, concepts from neighboring fields. You learn drawing, and suddenly composition makes photography easier. You learn design, and clarity begins to guide your writing. You step into programming, and your intuition for structure changes the way you organize ideas everywhere else. New skills do not replace what came before. They expand the center of who you are. The question is not, what am I naturally good at? That question freezes you at the beginning, where you know the least. What am I drawn to strongly enough that I am willing to return to it? Once you find that, every project becomes a small extension beyond the current boundary. Not a reinvention, not a dramatic transformation, just a gentle reach outward, a step just beyond where your knowledge ends. And as you repeat that process, what was once unfamiliar becomes natural. What was once effort becomes expression. What once required thought becomes instinct. Talent is not a gift. It is curiosity sustained long enough to become identity. And all of this becomes even more important in the age we are entering.